guys, welcome back to the first episode of season 2 of One More Drink. And today I have Tianna.
Hello.
And we actually have Marjorie behind the scenes as the executive producer.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking about today hookup culture. That is the broad topic. And let's just jump right in. So, multiple sex partners, how do you feel about that?
As long as you are single, I am totally for it. I am someone that thinks sex is very much learned. And
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, sex is something that's learned. Like, you have to do it to get better at it.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
I personally like a man coming to me that knows what he's doing. I don't like teaching
Somebody. No, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like at this age, though, you don't really have to teach anyone. Like, yeah?
We would hope so. But, you know, sometimes people don't really know what they're doing. But it's okay.
Have you experienced that?
Yes, I have.
Was that
at March? I'm like, yes, I have.
Was this like a long time ago or like recent?
So obviously, like, I travel, so I've had
Experiences.
sex with men from different countries, and like sometimes even there and over here, like, especially eating pussy, a lot of men don't know how to eat pussy. Like, I'll tell you an embarrassing story.
Okay.
Not embarrassing, but like something like, you know, when like they're hitting it from the back or whatever, and you know they smack in the butt. Like, I know a guy that I had sex with who like would smack it like this, like 3-4 times in a row. And I'm like, partner, slow it down. That's not how you do. Do one, take a little break, and be like, nah.
I was
So
like,
he's like, boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, sir.
He was like beating you.
Yeah, beating me.
Oh,
Yeah. And you know, I like it rough, but not that. Yeah, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where was that in a different country?
It was, but he gave good head, so it makes up for it, you know?
So you were like, oh, fine, just
Right.
go back down, please.
Right, yeah.
I bet he wasn't even slapping it on beat or anything.
No. he
Stop,
was-
because like one thing is like you're going with the
Right. But no, it's like, I was like, please, sir.
Okay. I also agree with multiple sex partners. If you are like making it known, like, hey, I'm doing this, you know, we're not exclusive, so I am also, you know, talking to other people, engaging in intercourse, whatever. If that's okay with you, just to let you know. Before you have sex with someone as well, not like afterwards, oh yeah, by the way, did you know, da-da-da, because that's fucked up.
Right. I think for me it's a little different, and I'm really weird, and everyone always says, like, Carl's always telling me, like, I'm so weird about this. Like, he says that I have more of a male's mentality. But for me, it's like, if we're not talking, like, every day or in a talking stage, you don't gotta tell me who you hooking up. If we're just people that hook up once in a blue moon, or like, let's say we're together in the same squad, and then that night, like, we always hook up or whatever and stuff like that, you don't gotta tell me nothing. Me and you aren't talking, whatever. But if I'm talking to you, and you're still messing around with other people, a conversation needs to be had. Like, oh, I'm doing this, that, and the third. And above everything else, you better be using protection.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Honestly,
like
unprotected sex is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're really looking to have a baby. Like, there's no other option there but have a baby.
Yeah. And get a disease. And, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just know, like, I have friends who are nurses in the 845, and they tell me about how many people have diseases. They don't tell people. They don't... And I hate to use the word... They told me not to use the word clean, because it means, like, it's bad or some... Like, it's bad if you don't. But, like, I'm someone that gets tested regularly. I make sure I try to protect myself when I have sex with people. I usually try and make sure they get tested beforehand, and I do as well, so we know what's up. And it makes it more of an enjoyable experience. You know what I'm saying? But, like, for me, it's like, if me and you are talking, have that conversation. That conversation should be had. And above all else, you need to be using protection. But also, these niggas be lying. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, that's really... Honestly, that's like you shouldn't even talk to someone who's fucking lying.
Right.
Because, like, but you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, we're in a lose-lose
It's like,
situation.
I got tested yet.
Right.
It's like, now you gotta ask for proof.
Right.
Like, it's like the COVID test. Are you positive or negative? Like, I need to see.
Yep. So
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said something that triggered me. And I don't remember what... Okay. So you were saying with partners... So if you guys aren't talking, you're okay with them not saying anything?
I'm perfectly okay because
it's just understood that, like, we're not exclusive. I can do whatever I want, vice versa.
Right.
Okay.
Like, if we're not talking, you don't have to tell me your business. I don't have to tell you my business. Just make sure that you are well in that area with no disease and stuff. And I make sure that I am, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just understood.
Yeah. But I'm a little different with that, so I don't know if you guys feel the same.
No, but I feel I can understand that because... I mean, like, we're not anything to each other. Like,
right.
It's just, like, understood, like, you can do whatever. I don't own you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like, do whatever you want. Right. But I can see where, like, some people, like, if they were to have sex with someone, like, I feel like some people get an attachment, kind of.
1,000%.
And then it's kind of like, oh, well, like, you know, we had sex. So, like, you're having sex with other people. And it's like, well, we never defined that we were anything. So that's when, like, things get tricky. So that kind of brings us to... being honest with intentions, like where it's at.
Right. So again, I am so weird about this, y'all. I really am. Like, because honestly, I'm not telling you my business. Like, if I'm doing something, which I most likely am with other people, and we're not, like, official, like, I'm not telling you who I'm whatever. Like, I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Like, you don't deserve to know that. It's none of your business. Are you paying my bills? Is you taking me out to dinner? No, you're not. Like, so I think there's different levels to it. Like, if me and you are dating and talking every day and stuff like that, but, like, that's also brings back to the point of, like, you know what's up. And I feel like in certain situations, you know what's up. Like, if me and you just hook up once in a blue moon, or when the opportunity arises because we're in the same place at the same time,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some...
That's a comfort.
Right,
that's what it is.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, there's, like, some guys I know, like, if we're in the same spot, most likely we hooking up.
It's like, that was good at one time, I think.
Right, so it's like, but in terms of, like, but it's also what you want. Yeah. If that's something that you want to know, it is your right to ask that person. It's not that they're right to answer you, but it's your right to ask that and to clarify and what is this?
Yeah.
Never, like, one thing that women, especially because I know we're more emotional, but also men, but mostly women, it's okay for you to ask, yo, what are we?
People are so scared to fucking do that. It's like, that should be like, if that's on your mind, bro, fucking ask it.
Ask it. It's your right to ask it. You ask, yo, what are we? And if that person runs away because of that, that's not the right person for you. And why
that's
would
your
you
fucking
want them
answer. Exactly.
Right.
But I feel like people, then it's kind of like, people like a chase, I feel like. So it's like, well, they're confused and this and that. And it's like, no, he's being very direct with his answer. You don't like the fucking answer.
You don't, and that's what it is. And that's one thing that we all need to get better with is, like, when you want to answer, you have to understand that sometimes you may not like that answer. You have to be able to sit with that. Like, I remember when my friend, like, broke up with his girlfriend or whatever, and I was like, and it had to be through text. The girl never answered him back. Right?
What the fuck?
Never answered him back. And I was like, before he sent it, I said, you have to be okay with her maybe not giving you back an answer. You that's something that you have to they're going to give you an answer, they're going to give you no answer, or they're going to leave you confused. Each of those are an answer, though.
Or even the answer you're not going to like.
Right.
Because you're always going to hope for, like, the answer you want, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Of course. So we just have to get better. Like, one thing this year that I learned a lot was taking my power back, right? And so I try not to, like, make it someone else's fault. I try to see where I'm at fault. So, like, for an example, if I get in a situationship with somebody, whatever, and I don't like it, I try not to blame that person, but T, what was it that made you stay in it so long?
Right.
What was it that made you keep up with the chase? Like, and really tap into my inner power, because that's, like, one thing I want in 2023 for all of us women is to really tap into our inner power. We are in control.
Amen.
We are in control. Right. We are in control, and we need to take control. I don't want to see any woman getting knocked up by some bum who doesn't treat her like an absolute queen that she is.
It's honestly crazy that that's still happening.
It's still happening.
Like, we're so advanced now.
Yes, it's still happening, unfortunately. And, like, I don't want to see any woman staying with a man who doesn't treat her like a queen. Like, ladies, we are it. We are it, ladies. Like, we run the show.
The world does not
move on without us.
Like,
we birth the next generation. Men can't. They give us their sperm, but they can't sit there and birth the next.
But you
generation.
know what? We can get fucking inseminated artificially. Like, we literally do not need a man.
You don't.
The only thing they're still figuring out is like how to make the sperm without a man. But I promise you, that's real soon, and then we literally won't need that.
Yep, and it's true. And we hold the power, and I just really want us women to tap into that power. Like, we decide our fate.
Exactly.
If some is a bum guy and you get knocked up, yo, get an abortion. Why would you, having a child is so hard. Why would you sit there and do that?
You brought the topic, so now we gotta talk about
gosh. What?
Are you pro-abortion?
I am pro-choice. I am pro-choice. I am pro if you decide what you want to do with your life. Whether that's having a kid or whether that's not having a kid, whether that's having a kid with a bum you want to do that, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you don't, but that's what you do. I am pro whatever you decide for yourself in your life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
I feel like I have no say in to say what you... I think that you should still have the baby, even though, you know, you may not be where you want to... You should still have it. I don't...
Like, why?
Like, no.
What on earth makes you... Like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Right. Am I going to be the one... Kids are expensive.
Yeah, like, are you paying for the birth?
Thank you.
To have a baby...
Kids have birth? Here goes a bill.
To have birth in the United... To have birth... Yeah, I said that right?
Yep.
To have a child in the United States. To give birth. The bill... I want to say it's ranging now from, like, depending if you had a C-section and shit, from like 80,000 to 8,000 to 50,000.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
and that's with, that could be with insurance. Insurance only covers so much. Like, thankfully, my mom, she worked for the government, so she got, like, top-notch best insurance, right?
So she
didn't have to pay.
Oh, wow.
She had to pay for anything because she had the government New York City insurance, so we never had to pay for anything. It was really good insurance. But now that I'm off it, I'm in my own job, I see how much it is. Like, one of my coworkers, she just had a kid. I think she had a bill for like $4,000.
Yeah, no.
Yo,
it's hard enough to pay fucking my insurance, my fucking health insurance. I'm like, why is it $35 a month? I'm not understanding. Like, that's too much.
So,
I can't imagine $4,000.
But ladies, I hope that you decide not to have a baby with a bum.
Because my thing is like, okay, I feel like you're thinking of it in the sense like, well, you want this baby, you're gonna make it work, but like, is the guy gonna pay that fucking $8,000 bill that's gonna come to, like, has that even crossed the mind who's gonna pay those bills? And then after that, you need insurance for a kid. The kid has to get flu shots. The kid has to go to the doctors all the time.
Childcare.
Yep.
Childcare is a fucking
$800 a week. And then not only that, the time. Do you guys have the time? Like, to me, because I'm like a psychology major and stuff, I know what it really takes holistically to have a kid. And to me, that's why I take it so seriously, right? Because it's like you're birthing a child who's going to be here way longer in a world that you did not live in. And you are...
That shit's the scariest.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to birth a child, grow up, who they're going to be, like the politics that they're going to endure and all this other things that's going to affect them. And I just feel like I take that so seriously that I just would not have it with somebody random. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and even,
I couldn't.
Even because I'm in a relationship and I feel like I'm with the right person that I would have a kid. I am still, like, till this day, we both, no. Like, no, it's just not right now. Like,
right.
Pause. Intermission. Are you okay?
Oh, shit.
She wants to listen.
She wants the tea.
Ella quiere venir al show.
She can't even understand. Oh.
No.
No, but seriously, even with the right person, I feel like I can't. Like, and then another thing that gets into my mind is how you said, like, it's scary to me to bring I feel like it's selfish to bring someone into this world, like, how shit everything is going. Like, I feel like that stops me as well.
Right. But it is your choice, but I just hope we make better choices.
Okay. For those who don't know, Tianna literally travels the fucking world. Follow her on Instagram. What's her Instagram at? Let them know.
At OHHSHOOTIANNA.
You're gonna literally see she lives a fucking movie, literally.
Yeah.
And your pictures. First off, like, how do you do that?
So I have a tripod with the clicker thing, and it's the one that went viral on TikTok.
Really?
The long one that like goes into itself.
So like it's
compact. Yeah, compact. I use that, and not only that, like, I'm not scared. Like, people want to stare at me, ho.
I'm still scared.
No, I'm not scared. Stare at me, ho, because I want this photo. And I'll be the first one, yo, can you get this photo? And then what I also do is I do it for other people. If I'm like, see another solo traveler, I'm like, yo, let me get this fire pic, because I know what it feels like to be by yourself. And sometimes in certain excursions or something that you do, like, you can't take a picture on the tripod or whatever. And I'm like wishing that I had somebody there with me to take the photo. So I'm like, yo, let me take the photo for you, you know?
And then, like, they'll want to do it in return for
right.
you. And that's how you make a friend, honestly, because you said you made a lot of friends.
Yes, I have.
And you've traveled solo a lot?
A lot. I mean,
does that scare you? I want to try it, but I'm just, because, like, everything is so fucking, like, some things you could say, because everything is bad, but everything's also good. Like, it's scary to, like, go by yourself, especially as, like, a girl, you know what I mean?
1,000%, and that is totally valid and true. I think that in America's one of the unsafest countries in the westernized world, right? That's not an opinion, it's a fact. We have guns that contribute to a lot of deaths. Europe doesn't have guns, and if they do, it's on a much lower level. Like, they don't have school shooting drills. They don't. So when you go there, of course, as a woman, it's always scary. But for me, the scariest place that you could possibly be in the westernized world is America. So it's like going over there. Like, for an example, when I went to London, I hung out with my friends. We went to, like, this underground Afrobeat hip-hop club.
I'm gonna need the name of that.
Yeah, it was underground. I didn't even know the name. Like, it was, like, their friend. They're like, yo, he got a table. I was like, bet, let's go. Whatever. One of my old coworkers, and we went. I had the time of my life. But it was so nice to party in your community and not have to worry about someone having a gun and shooting it up. Like, it's a different type of enjoyment. And not only that, right?
And, like, just, like, this, people, I feel like, nowadays just have so much, like, static and, like, on the defense.
Right.
Like, especially at, like, clubs. Like, everyone's just, like, mean-mugging each other. We talked about this in another episode. Like, it's just not the same environment, I feel like, when I go out anymore. Right.
But, like, over there, it's just a sense of safety that you get when you know not everyone has a gun. Police officers don't even have guns in most of these countries, right?
Really?
They don't have guns. Like, in London, they don't have guns. The only people that have guns are, like, the high militia, army, people who are in front of the government buildings. But most countries in Europe, the police don't have guns. The regular people don't have guns. And also, because my friend from London told me this, he said that in America, like, y'all be shooting anybody. Like, even if you're in a gang, you still shooting. Anyone can be at harm. He said in London, it's more gang-on-gang violence. Like, very rarely will you, like, get shot up by a gang member because of whatever. Like, they literally just go and target whatever, and even then it's like so less, like,
because everyone's like, if they're fighting, it's like towards someone else that's fighting. It's not like just a random person goes in the way,
and stuff like that. So it's way different, right? But I definitely tell everyone, like, you know, being fearful and getting uncomfortable, it like brings a new confidence to you. You know, like, solo traveling has brought, I think it was the number one thing that's brought my confidence level so high, because it's like, yo, I could be by myself. I could go out to a club by myself. I could go travel.
Like, you can do anything now.
Do anything. Like, it gives you a really, like, good confidence about yourself. And I suggest everyone, if you have the means to do it, to go and do it. Start off small, and then, you know.
What was your first solo trip?
My first solo trip, it was after a really bad toxic relationship. And I was like, I was toxic myself, right? And really needy on a man and stuff like that. And I was like, I need to get out this mentality. I booked a one-way flight to Italy, Rome.
Wow!
I booked a one-way flight to Italy, Rome, stayed there for a whole month.
A month?
Yeah, a month. I was like an au pair for like a family, and they are so amazing. I still talk to them to this day.
Aww.
And it changed my life. That trip changed my life.
Stop, that is so cute. It's
No.
giving, have you seen the fucking...
Emily in Paris or whatever? Oh.
That too, but no, from scratch.
No, everyone keeps telling me to watch that.
Bitch,
Did you cry?
I sent a picture to Marjorie of me literally fucking hysterically crying. My nose was all red, running.
I was just watch it.
Watching, I was literally like this the whole time. Like,
yeah, I need to watch it.
It was just very, like, Marjorie said this too, like, very just realistic and, like, raw, and, like, it's just how life really is.
I just heard you, and I can't believe you just said that, because my first solo trip, I wanted it to be Italy.
You should. You 100%. I told her, and this is the thing, right?
And I was gonna be an au pair.
Yes, you should. You should.
What's an au pair?
It's like a babysitter, but you live in there. So, like, basically what I did is that I got a free stay. The family was wealthy. They were both immigration lawyers, wealthy as hell. I had my own, like, quarters in their house. Like, It was like a movie. Like, I opened the window, it opened up to the little Italy thing. Yes, it was really, I'm telling you, it was such a great trip. They cooked delicious meals every night. We had a family dinner every night. Like, it just got you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just amazing, and I tell everyone to do it. It's so life-changing. And one thing you need to do as a woman, one tip that I would say is, like, have a good balance between having a guard up, right? Because we're women and we are more susceptible to violence.
Yeah.
But also letting yourself have fun, right? So trust your intuition. Like, there was a time when I was in Spain, I got really bad vibes one time. I went immediately home, right? But then another time in Italy, we were at a restaurant. The waiter was dumb cute. I was like, oh, do you know a hookah bar? Because you know I'm a hookah fiend. Gotta get hookah wherever I'm at. And so I was like, oh, do you know a hookah bar? He was like, yeah. He's like, wait until I get off of work. Like, we'll go. I didn't feel any bad vibes. I was with my sister at that point. Okay. And we were like, bet, let's go. Went out with him till 4 o'clock in the morning. Then the next trip I had, which was my solo trip that I just talked about, I met up with him. Like, you gotta have that balance between letting your guard down and trusting yourself. And that's why solo trips build your self-confidence. Like, it's like you start to trust your intuition more.
And your awareness within yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfectly said.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to do that. Not that like I need to, but I don't have that, if that makes sense. Like, I've never had to do that.
Right.
I would love to, like, have that.
I tell every single person, and especially women, go do it. It is a life-changing thing. And I tell everyone, please do it at least once in your life. At least once. Even if you just go to Italy together and have a fun little, like, girls trip or something.
Yeah. I want to travel with you, too.
Let's travel. Let's go. Because I know y'all not broke, so that's what the big thing is. I hate broke people. I hate messy people. I hate not broke or messy.
You ever been on a vacation and wait, we can stop because I'm about to put motherfuckers on blast.
Right.
But
no,
I love you guys.
Too.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
First time I ever went on a vacation with Jerry, and it wasn't me and Jerry.
Right.
We also went with Carlos.
Little Carlos or Big Carlos?
Big Carlos.
Okay.
And someone he was dating at the time, and one of his friends. And first off, it was my first trip to Miami. Mm-hmm. I had never been to Miami before.
I remember that. Was this for Pizza Zoo?
Yes.
I remember.
All we did was Pizza Zoo.
Yeah, I remember.
We went to, it was like Friday to Monday, I think. We get there, we went to like one bar that night, and it was off to a good start. I'm like, woo, this is fun. Like, we went a little bar hopping. I'm like, woo, so excited. Mm-hmm. Next day's Pizza Zoo, and I'm thinking, Pizza Zoo, and then we'll go out after, and da-da-da, during the day, da-da-da. Literally, so we did like a little grocery shopping, and like they got a little thing, they got like sandwiches and cold cuts. Mm-hmm. That's all we fucking ate that trip. How the fuck? We didn't go out to breakfast. We didn't go out to lunch. Literally on Saturday, it was either Saturday after the beach, because we went to the beach. Beach is free though.
Right.
We went to the beach. Literally, we're coming back, burnt as fuck. I'm like, Jerry, I swear to God, if we go back and have another fucking sandwich, bro, I'm losing. Like, we're going out to eat. He was like, no, for a fact. So me and Jerry got dressed up. We went out to eat.
Right.
But like, and I don't know if it was just, the situation. Things were awkward at that time, whatever. I didn't know.
Wait, was this the one when Carlos punched a hole in the Airbnb wall? No, that was the next year.
No, I forgot.
Or cockroach. It was over a cockroach. Okay.
I hope not.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that. Okay.
We would have had to pay for that.
Right.
No, but literally, like, I don't know if I was also new to the group. Like, I had just started dating Jerry. I don't know. The vibes were just completely off. No one wanted to really do anything. We went to the Pizza Zoo thing. That was it. We went to the Pizza Zoo thing that day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Bitch.
Oh!
So, like, you know what I mean? The vibes.
That's awkward. Yeah,
the vibes were way fucking off. And, like, we weren't doing nothing. And I was like, bro, we're in fucking Miami. Like, I should be twisted out of my mind at 10 in the morning.
Right.
And I wasn't.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Miami's a trip where, like, I go for a weekend, I'm spending $1,000. Like, it's honestly one of those
I left with money in my pocket.
Yeah,
like, we didn't do shit.
And that's one of the things. And to everybody here, I know y'all want to travel with me. I know y'all see me. But, yo, when I tell you I'm very particular with who I travel with, you can't be broke. We're going to go out and we're going to spend money. Okay?
I make sure I go with more than enough funds. And it's like, try not to use those, but these, like.
Right. But you have a certain thing that you have.
What we do for Tulum.
Yeah.
And guess what? Sometimes it's like, yo, I'm going to charge on my credit card and I'm going to pay it off. Like, we going to have fun. It's the experience. That's what it is.
The day we went to Tianna, bitch, I used my rent money.
Right.
I was like, I'll make it back. It's fine. It's fine.
Just to tell you, we spent over $1,000 on one night.
But
it was a great night.
Yeah.
A life to remember.
Right.
In the morning we woke up, we were like, no, we shouldn't have done that.
Right.
We thought we got scammed, and then we looked, it was like, nah, that was us.
Yeah, that was us. No, I know. I hate when that happens. And then it's like, I hate messy people. Like, when I hate traveling with messy people. Like, I'm a very organized person, and I hate when you have your stuff everywhere and just mad dirty and stuff like that. I hate that.
We're not gonna go on vacation, and you're gonna wake up at fucking 1 p.m.
Thank you.
What?
I don't care how drunk I am. I'm waking up and I'm going to the motherfucking beach. We can go sleep on the beach while getting a tan.
And missing breath. When I went to Paris, Jerry likes to sleep in. His little sister likes to sleep in, and we were in the same room.
Wait, Brianna went with you guys to Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And of course.
Take a little sis. Take a little sis.
I said the same. She said. I was
Right.
like, wow, look at her
It's
living
giving
her
mom and
best
dad.
life.
That little girl
Right.
has gone everywhere.
Right.
And she's only fucking 16.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Brie.
Right. As she should.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, because I know that they're like that. And in fucking Paris, that's the thing. It's not like we can still go get breakfast. The croissants at fucking 10:30, no more croissants.
Right.
I didn't have a fucking croissant until the third day.
Yep.
Thank God we were there for 10 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I literally, one
Yeah.
morning I woke up, it was like 9 o'clock. I was like, no, fuck that.
Right.
I got up, I got dressed, I went down to the fucking hotel, and I was like, I'll eat breakfast by my goddamn self.
Right.
I'm not waiting for nobody.
Yep.
Went back up, they were still sleeping. I was like, fuck this. I started opening the shades. I was like, it's morning.
No, I get like that too. I get 100% like that too. And I hate people who aren't adventurous. Also, another big thing, people who are uncultured swines. Who
What do you
just
mean by
want to eat like chicken fingers and french fries when you go somewhere. Yo, nigga, we in Paris, yo. Try some escargot. Try the croissant with the Nutella, bro. Like, what you eating Burger King for? Don't get me wrong, though. When you go to Europe, you should always try McDonald's because McDonald's is different and they have way different stuff.
And
it's
they
not
have
good.
wings.
And in Italy, the McCafe is a separate thing that it has donuts and everything, and it's like a Starbucks.
A bakery.
Yes, that's what the word. A
Make her
bakery.
cake
The McCafe
you.
in Italy is a bakery, and in Germany, I went there in Germany, and I don't remember in Paris, so I don't think I went to McDonald's there. But yes, it's way different. Like, one thing I always do,
I remember the wings.
go to Europe, always try McDonald's everywhere you go, because it's so different. They have different stuff. Like,
Honestly, but
try
it's
it.
like an exciting thing. 'Cause,
It
like,
is.
You know it, but like it's
Mhm.
different.
Like, they had a you know the Biscoff cookies that you get on like JetBlue and stuff. Like,
Stop.
yo,
Those
they
are
have a
great.
McFlurry. Yo,
Wow.
Yo.
Where was that? Paris?
it was in Italy, I think.
Yeah,
Yo,
we
best
gotta go.
thing I had.
Number one, Tianna said McDonald's.
Yes.
Get off the plane. We got to McDonald's.
Sandra, no, Tianna says McDonald's.
Right. No, seriously. And then it's like the McDonald's there. I prefer USA McDonald's. I don't care the crack, the GMOs that they put in there. I love it.
Yo,
But
the
the
fucking quarter pounder, bro. What
No.
the fuck? That's just so good.
And especially when it's hot off the thing, I'm be chomping on that. But
That's so bad.
like it's just different over there, but they don't have the GMOs and stuff, so the McDonald's over there is healthier too. Like, because they have different.
Yeah, it's all natural.
So like, if
codes and
anything, they're
stuff.
eating it more because it's like normal.
Because it's normal and it won't really make you gain weight or bloat and stuff like that, because they have to use
natural.
different ingredients.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I meant. Yeah, so it's different. But you know, I would love to travel with you girls. Let's go. Where are we going?
Yeah.
Yo,
Where we at?
Where we going?
What's the next?
I'm gonna be in Italy in June, but I'm gonna go to the Amalfi Coast. So I don't know if you guys wanna go to
Mira, stop.
Bro.
'Cause that's where I'm trying to.
Close?
Yes, in
Bitch.
Positano.
That's literally what I told
Bitch.
her. I'm like, I want to go to Italy, but I want to go to Amalfi Coast. I
That's
want
where
my.
I want to be on
Yeah.
the fucking the boat in the
Gondola,
middle of the
yeah.
water.
I'm like, I
Water
won't.
free,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna stop until I get my pick.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When we went to Tulum, Marjorie, we had a photo shoot
And that's me.
every other place where
And I
it's
got the
nice,
light.
Marjorie's like,
You got the light?
we're walking.
No.
Okay. Wait until you get that light. 'cause
Maybe I'll
the
get
pics-
you that for Christmas.
Yeah, get it. I'll send it to you too from Amazon. Them pics hit different. I'm like that too. I need my pictures. Y'all see what I be posting. I need my pictures.
And
I
but,
like
like,
pictures.
it's
And
just-
it's-
And you guys know when we're all out, I'm always the one taking pictures, videos, because
Yeah.
I like it as memories.
Yes,
like,
thank
I feel like
you.
you can still be in the moment and still record.
Like
take
I
pictures,
look back at pictures and I'm like,
Right.
I know exactly what
Mhm.
happened. I know exactly what I wore. I
Right.
know exactly
right.
every detail.
And the other
by
day,
one
like,
picture.
me and Carson were on FaceTime, and I was scrolling through my iPad, and I saw pictures of us when we were, like, little kids, and all. And I'm like, it was bringing up memories. Like, I love those photos because it just brings you back to a time.
Yes.
And
You know what
you
I'm
can
saying?
remember it. Literally, you're like, oh my
Thank
god,
you.
you literally
Right.
can remember like every fucking
Right.
detail.
I love it. I'm drunk as hell. I'm sorry.
Woo! What
I was
word
like, right.
This is technically glass 2 for you.
Right.
This is still my 1,
And
but I
I'm
mixed 2 wines, so we're getting a little crazy.
Mm-hmm. What you guys can go to Rome, and I'll meet up with you guys, and we can go to
the Amalfi Coast together,
and then we can go to Amalfi Coast together. Because I literally was just looking at it yesterday, and there's a train ride like about an hour away from Rome to bring you to the Amalfi Coast in like 2 hours or something.
But you know what? The flight isn't. It's only like $50 too, because you're still in Italy.
Yes,
so you could
that is
you
true.
could do either.
Yeah, we could do either or.
What I'm so mad about is I went to Paris for 10 fucking days, and halfway through the trip, we're like, bro, like what the fuck else is there to do? Why did I not know that you can take the fucking Eurostar and be in London in 2 hours?
Yep, you can.
For $33 fucking dollars.
And that station is right near my old job.
I was livid.
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
that was like, I'm fucking stupid. And
Yep.
you know what? So our hotel was like far from like the center, I guess you could say, like by the Eiffel Tower.
And that's one thing in Paris. It's better to pay the money to stay in because the amount of money that you're going to be spending to try and go back
Which we
in.
didn't know because we thought it was close. We didn't realize. So whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we learned how to take the subway, and I'm a fucking pro on the subway.
Yo,
I was like,
City
period.
Mapper?
Bro,
You
it's
use City
literally.
Mapper?
No, I literally just would read the fucking
you're
signs.
professional. Okay.
But it's because it's so
It's easier,
straight.
and it's easier.
literally- It's like one track that literally goes and it does the stops, and it'll literally leave you in all the little fucking cities. And it literally specify like you want to go to the Eiffel Tower, take this one.
Right. And one thing I liked about Paris is that their trains in like New York City, you can go downtown or uptown in each way. So if you mess up, you can just come back out.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know how in New York City you have to come out and then spend another $2.75 to go to uptown.
No.
If you mess up,
You're right in that
you're
little
already
queue.
in it. Like
You literally just
go in.
go over.
Yep.
Just
That's
run
it.
around.
Literally, that's it. You don't have to pay any more money. You don't have to pay any more money.
That's so good.
You just go. Like we lack very much in our train systems. Like over there, it's so much better. Like I was in Berlin.
I don't know if
And I
it's
took
maybe
the
because
train.
there's so many more boroughs. Like it's more spread out
Right,
this way. I feel like
right.
Paris was kind of
Going
going
straight, like
Yeah,
thing.
you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
you. No, I feel you. But whew, I'm a little drunk.
You said you were in Berlin.
Yeah,
You don't remember that?
I was in Berlin. I remember that. It was really nice. It was different than what I thought, but you're literally walking through history. Like you're walking through where Jewish people got killed. You're walking
That is
through
insane.
where Hitler flew in his planes of Nazis. You're walking through where the USA, I was gonna say USSR. The USA flew in their
To
goods
get the
for
supplies,
Berlin
right?
Wall.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
yeah. I literally
You
learned
see,
that
like
history.
you're
Yeah.
literally walking through history, like.
It's crazy because I always say like, oh, I've been to Berlin, but it's literally because on our way back from Paris and we had to stop there. I didn't even leave the airport.
Oh.
But I took pictures from the plane, like look, and then I was in the fucking airport in
Yeah.
Germany. No one can tell me shit.
And Berlin has really good food, and I was shocked. Their food, I had some of the best food I've ever had in Europe.
What did you
in
eat?
Berlin. There's a really famous Asian spot, best Chinese food I've ever had in my life. And it had like
Right,
those,
I think
the
you
lazy
posted that,
food.
yeah.
I remember how I posted it, and it was like a lazy Susan thing. And you ordered mad food. Oh my god, it was delicious. What else did I had? I had actually had really good Italian food there. Like I was shocked, but Berlin is very diverse as well. So it's a big city. It's very diverse. So I didn't know that, but it was really nice.
But you wouldn't know until you fucking go. That's
You
the thing.
wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta come on. Let's get it done.
We'll plan.
And
when
even
we're
if I
off the
can't take
camera.
over work, I work remote now, and my boss is mad cool. So like I can do flexible hours. So
My
See,
job
that's
not
the
that
good
cool.
part. Yeah, that's probably the only part that messes with a lot of people is work and scheduling.
Right.
But I make
But-
it work.
I wish, because like you have remote and it's flexible. Like for me, it's like I literally cannot take my system like international. Like they'd be like, no, sorry, like you can't do that. Like if they're not flexible in that sense. It's flexible, like yeah, you can be home, but I was the first person to be remote. Like they were trying this
Wait,
out.
you work remote?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Bitch,
do you
yeah.
like it?
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the first person to try it out because literally when I moved to Connecticut, I was like, okay, I'm moving, like,
Right.
and I would like to keep my job if you could
Mhm.
find something remote for me. So they did, but it's like I'm still compliant with everything I do. It's
Right.
I still have to be like there.
No, I
and
feel
like
you.
if I change Wi-Fi, I have to like call and get it approved. Like it's like
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
okay,
they're
I see.
like
I see. Yeah.
IP address change. Like they're on it.
No, I feel you. Thankfully, my job's not like that. Like even when I went to Africa like 3 weeks ago now,
You see?
I was
You
able-
see? Like you
No,
see?
stop, because that's another one on my list that
no, it was nice. It was really nice, and it was unexpected.
You looked like so in your element.
Yeah.
I was just like, and when you were wearing the little like silky ass
Oh
outfit,
yeah,
I was
you know
like,
what? You know.
it was
you know
giving.
what I mean.
Do you remember that? Did you watch Sex and the City the movie?
Stop, because that's what it gave me.
Wait, what is it? I want to know. No,
Look it up on your phone. It's literally a scene where they go to ride camels.
Yes.
And they're all wearing like silky outfits like that. And I'm like,
Really?
I thought you did that shit on purpose.
I didn't. I just thought of that outfit real quick. I actually got it from Amazon. But yeah, that when I went there, it was really nice as well. I didn't pay for that, but it was nice. yeah. But.
Marjorie, maybe not the sound effect, babe.
I'm sorry.
About to have to pick another chair for you because you've been talking this whole time. I don't even know.
Oh, sorry. We were talking about sex. Then we got into traveling.
But that's okay.
Talking about sex. Sorry.
Honestly, the last thing I had on here. Well, we can just put it right into traveling.
Okay.
One night stands while traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Were you like very much like in your element? You were fine with that? Was it scary?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I get a little weird. Like, you know, I'm all about the whole antics. You know what I'm saying? And I'm single. I'm young. I can do it as I please, and I will. But I'm really weird when it comes to like foreign guys. The only 2 guys that I've ever slept with that were foreign from another country was London. Both the guys, they were from London. Because I'm really weird about like us mixing. Like, I feel like another STD is gonna come about. Like, I don't know. I know it's really weird. But like, I get mad scared, right? And American, right? Like, American in Italy, like, if you whatever, I make out. Don't get me wrong. I make out, like.
Make out whore.
I am. That I am. I love making out. But when it comes to sex, the only 2 guys that I had sex with that were foreign were in London. And that was it. And one of them, can I say this? Was my coworker. One of them was my coworker.
You better not repost this.
Right. No, I know he's gonna see it, but he's gonna know as long as he don't repost. That's all with him. Anyways, yeah, one of them was my coworker, and one of them was
they don't know which job.
Right, they don't. And then one of them was the guy that I met in DR.
Okay.
Right. So those were the only 2.
I mean, but I feel like that's literally like very little for all the traveling.
No, you guys, when I tell you, like, I do not have sex with men like that. I really don't. Okay. I'm really weird about that.
You're more on the like.
But when it comes to one night stands, like here,
you're fine with. But like traveling wise, it's a little.
Traveling wise, I get scared. Like, just because like I don't know, and I know it's really dumb. Like, it's probably
your reasoning is very funny.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say going back to their house is scary. You're talking about we're gonna make up this fucking STD that's not.
Because you want to know something? I'm 170 pounds, right? And of course, a man's gonna harm you if he wants to harm you. But especially in Europe, them hoes be like 120.
Oh, they're scrawny.
They scrawny. Try something, ho. Right, try something, ho. Try something, ho. And I'm from New York. Try something, ho. I'll clock you right in your mouth. Don't ever play me like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. But one night stands in here, I am all for it. Okay. But I think that women or men should only do it when they emotionally can. I think if you're someone that knows that you fall very quickly for people, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're setting yourself up for failure. Because of course, probably failure is gonna happen. Sex can sometimes be very intimate and stuff, or the way you view sex. Yeah. So I don't think that if you're that type of person, you should. Like, I have a friend who's very very emotional. She loves like that. Like, you know, that lovey-dovey, right?
Hopeless romantic.
That's the word. Thank you. Yeah, she's like that. I'm not really like that. Like, I can separate the 2. Like, I love, but I also, like, love sex. So it's like I can separate the 2.
I know which is which.
Yeah, I know which is which. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know when it's just sex and I know when it's not. Like, and honestly, like, and this is where Carl says that I have a mentality. Like, it's really hard for me to catch feelings, especially just for yeah, it is because a lot of these, you guys know how I am. You know, I'm all about women empowerment.
I feel like you just bring so much to the table that it's like, bro, if you're not bringing more,
right? And that's what I'm. And
you don't even flinch, like,
right? And that's where I think mine comes from. Is that it's like I have a lot to bring. That I'm very educated. I have a good head on my shoulders. I traveled a lot of many countries. I'm that girl, and I just feel like a lot of men aren't that men. You know what I'm saying?
In
like
your bio, it should literally say that girl.
I know. I used to have something. No, I used to have. I like to humble men. I took it off. Yeah, I used to have that, and everyone was like, "Tianna, why'd you take it off?" And I was like, I don't know, but maybe I'll put it back. But it's just like it takes a lot for you to like arouse me. Like you have to, and it's more mental. Like I think a lot of different men are fine looking wise, but it's like your mind. How does your mind work?
That's the thing. Like I can think you're so attractive, but like
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Like
right.
it's like watching TV. Like
Right.
you're great to look at,
Right.
but like
Exactly.
next.
And so that's why I think I'm very good at separating the two. So for me, I can do one night stands, whatever, all that stuff. But to be fair, for how much I love sex, I haven't had a lot of one night stands. I think I've had maybe like 2. Other than that, it hasn't been
You
like.
made it seem like she been
No,
running the whole
like,
fucking-
let me see.
You know, Tianna sounds a lot like me.
No, because
I've never had a
I
one-night
always
stand.
because and also you guys know Newburgh is mad small. I remember I told you if
wouldn't
I
be
see
weird.
if I see certain guys out like 10 out of 10, we probably gonna sit there and go home together that night or like go and do something like so. As far as one night stands, that's why it's different. But like as far as like multiple sex partners, I have a lot of that, but I
Yeah.
don't have a
Here.
lot of one night stands. Yeah.
Oh, because you guys haven't.
Because I'll run into you and then it will be continuously, so it's not categorized as a one night stand.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
one and done.
Right,
Like you wouldn't
right,
do it again.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's where I think is a little.
I've never
different.
had a one night stand,
Really,
but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
yeah,
I just obviously I haven't had the opportunity. I'm
Yeah.
in a relationship.
right. And you've been in a relationship for a long time, so
Yeah.
you know we love love. We love love.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Well, that really concludes all our topics. If you have maybe advice to all the girlies out there, anything you want to lead them off with.
My advice for all the women is to please remember that you are a powerful, beautiful, living human being.
Amen.
You need to walk as if you know that. Do not ever let a man bring you out of character. Don't let him sit there and tell you what you run the show. If a man's not treating you like an absolute queen, okay, leave him in the dust because there's another man who will, okay?
Absolutely.
If a man cheats on you, leave him the first time.
Not the second.
Not the second, third, fourth time because if they did it once, they're going to do it again. I don't care what nobody says.
Not even that. You
Right.
will never trust him again.
Right.
So just
the
let
trust
it
is
go.
broken. It may be put back together, but it's like a broken glass. You still see the little cracks, okay? What else? I want us women to take back our power. We are really that girl, those girls, and I just want us to live a life of happiness and abundance because us women go through so much and we deserve nothing less of that. And that's what I'm going to say.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Thank you guys so much for listening and fucking watching if you're watching. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.